Today we're talking about dating. We're saying that dating is not exclusivity. I know you do your face some way. You might agree, you might disagree, but let me give you the definition of dating. Dating is a stage of romantic relationships in which two individuals engage in activity together, most often with the intention of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship.
Is this Kim Jo's question?
Well, if you don't know what that is, Bill is back on the show with us. Hi, Bill. Oh my God, you're so dramatic. Sarah is with us today as well. With this topic, right, we are seeking to unlearn and learn new things. I believe that this conversation became necessary because we've been moving in a certain direction and dimension as people. When someone says, I'm dating someone, people just jump to the fact that it's some sort of, we are exclusive. I don't think that we should be exclusive because we're dating. My guest and I are going to get into the subject, so let me adjust myself and dissect and bisect this subject of dating, what expectations should be, how we should manage our expectations to avoid unnecessary heartbreaks. Bill, what is your definition of dating? Since you said this is King James.
I wanted to be sure because I heard die and thou and all that.
There was no. What is your definition of dating?
Dating, in my definition, getting to know someone with the hopes of, being on the same page with them in terms of values, in terms of life thoughts and all that stuff. So long as you want to get to know whether both of you agree on these things.
So getting to know if the two of you are suitable for each other.
Yes.
You see, the King James version wasn't that bad.
Well, yes, it wasn't that bad. So I just wanted to be sure so that I can quote from that sector too.
Okay. Sarah, do you agree with his definition?
You know, when it comes to this topic.
Okay, well,
I agree.
As a self-appointed novice of the show, which Sarah is trying to portray that she is,
Please,
you are married, but you did date before you got married, right? Which is why we wanted the married perspective of this situation. So I know you definitely have some insight. So what is your definition of dating? And then two, before your husband, did you, how many people did you date?
She's the last version of arranged marriage. Time and we closed.
Okay.
Arranged marriage.
Last version.
I know.
The last version.
Okay, so dating is getting to know somebody.
Okay.
I agree. You get to know somebody better on a deeper level. You spend more time with the person. You have fun activities. You talk about the future with the person. Get to know if what you have in plan for a married life, this person has that, and if it will work out.
Yeah. And
personally, I did friendship for long, dated for short, and then got married. And I didn't date multiple people.
Wait, you dated one person, then married that person?
I've dated 2 people in my life. I married one.
Well,
yeah, I told you I'm novice of this topic. You guys didn't believe me.
If it was in football, I would have done this.
Red card. She needs to be out, right? So you said you dated 2 people, married one of them. You're saying that you feel like it's a stage where people go I'm trying to get to know each other, and then we decide. Now, the exclusivity part, right? How long, right, should you date a person before you become exclusive? And then I'll come and ask you how you build.
That is why I am very patient, because I know you will trim everything to me.
Yes, because you and I are single, and so I feel like in our personal conversations, right, we've come to a place. I struggle and still struggle. So, for example, if I'm dating someone, I believe in dating multiple people because I am coming with a mindset of I'm getting to know them. I was not always like this. Let me tell you, I was the regular, average Ghanaian girl mindset.
You were there.
Yes. who will say, I meet a guy, I like him. And you know how women do. Don't deny it. You meet a guy, you like him. You've already married the guy in your mind. You plan, this is how we do. From the moment you start talking.
That is a bit to the far-fetched. But yeah,
exactly.
Like you start
planning in your mind. And then you get attached.
Yeah.
And then maybe you go on a couple of days with some friends. Like, oh, Charlie, this is my girl. Then you get attached. So all those things that the person is saying to you, it's pushing you further. Then you meet other guys who equally like you. But because you're already talking to this guy, you've already made your mind up. Then you start ditching all the other guys. 3 months down the lane, the guy starts doing some things. You're seeing red flags. And you don't want to do it again. Those guys, you want to come back and they have moved on.
Moved on to another person.
That's where I used to be. And that's where...
We never move on. I mean, you can always come back. We never move on.
That's where I used to be. Now let's reel back to the point where I said, that's me missing out. I want to do it different. So if I'm talking to Bill and Kweku comes and starts talking to me, I should be able to go out with dates once I'm going to... and still be talking to Kweku. If Kwesi comes along the line, now...
So my question to you would be, does Kweku and whoever the 3 people's names, are they aware that this is the type of relationship you have put them in?
How is that even a relationship? We're dating, we're getting to know each other.
But
so
it's a type of relationship.
It's a type of relationship.
No, you're right.
Sarah,
It's a type of relationship.
It's a type. Please don't pour Sansa in our gallery. We are trying to learn to unlearn.
Okay,
so we will get to that. We'll get to should you tell. So Bill, back to you. How long should this talking, you see the way I gave you, I'm talking to this person, then this person comes up, then we'll come to Saram's issue of should you tell them? So what I am doing, which is I'm talking to you, I'm talking to Kweku, then Kwesi's come. That should be how we should date, yes or no?
Yes.
So back to Saram's issue. Should I tell you, Kweku, Kwesi, that I am dating you 3? I don't think so.
They already know.
How do they know?
Oh wow, that's what you said. You think you are the only people who cook?
Wait, how do they know? Is it because? Are you saying they know because that's what they're also doing?
If a guy actually thinks he's the only person you're talking to, that guy is not serious right from the start.
Are you sure? I think guys actually expect that when they are dating
you,
women,
it should be just you.
It should be just them, but they the opposite.
No. As a man, you should have these thoughts, and they have it. I'm not even going to tell them.
They just don't tell.
They do. We know that on the average, every day, how many people try to approach you?
Yeah.
Can you decline all?
No.
Good. So on the average, as a guy, take it as if every day that the woman you are also getting to know, 2 other people are trying to get to know. Take it. Just do that calculation for yourself. Okay. That is why it's always competitive.
No,
from the start.
I agree with what he's saying. That the woman you are trying
to
know.
You will agree.
So many other people are also trying to know. But I think, what if the guy is expecting that you reject them because I am with you?
No.
Why should I reject them?
That is why it is always a bit of a competition until one person gets ahead. Then he will start kind of limiting certain things. Because we are dating. This is dating stage.
So how long should you date before you become exclusive?
I don't think you should set a timeline. I think it has more to do with paying attention to progress than a timeline, because if I feel like we keep each other in check quite often than maybe the other people, because yes, whilst I'm talking to you, I'm talking to another person too, other people too, to be honest, and you are doing the same, but it will get to a time maybe our conversations makes more sense than that of the others.
Okay.
When I'm calling and you are on the call, you answer mine and maybe briefly, those little signs will tell me that we are moving to a certain stage.
Okay.
And if at that point you don't get it back from each other.
Yes, because so I can drop my call, but then you don't drop your call, and then you don't call me the same day to the next day. That's a sign that
you are number 3. You're number 3 on his.
You know how when you call the customer service, you are number 1. You are number 1. You know how you call customer service, like you are number 1.
After this person.
You're probably number 3.
You have to pay attention to
those little things.
No, but I still don't agree with not disclosing the type of relationship you are with the people.
Why should I?
No, let me make my point. Because if you are dating a me, who there are so many of us out there who don't date. Because you just said from your intro that we were once a typical Ghanaian lady. So if you are me, who knows that in dating, when a guy starts being nice to me and he's told me he likes me, not necessarily the L word, but he's expressing this, and I'm also expressing that same feeling back, then we are in a relationship. Whether it is dating or not, it's still a type of relationship. But in my mind, it's just the two of us.
Okay.
But in the guys' life, they're like, it's a list, and I'm number 5. It will be unfair to me to string me along on number 5 when in my mind I'm your number 1.
Life
when
is
I am
unfair.
not entertaining number 3, 2, 3, 4.
You
So
should.
he doesn't know that.
You should.
It's just
No, so you have to let me know that type of relationship.
I
I'm putting
don't
myself
have
in.
to.
Why
And
not?
you should, because then that's where you do the disservice to yourself. So now you are taking this relationship World Cup.
fast forwarding it.
When we just started talking, some people it's as short as 1 week. It's as short as 2 weeks. You're
No,
doing
but
yourself.
if you start giving yourself in the community relationship as short as 2 weeks,
You'll be surprised.
No, you have a problem. Yeah, it's true, because what happened to being friends? I stated that we were friends for long.
Yes.
We were friends for long. You know, recently I
Exactly.
was going through my Facebook Messenger, and a friend of mine who was there when I met my husband.
Yes.
We're friends. I was like, I like this guy, like from afar. I hadn't even met
Met
him.
him.
We hadn't even had a discussion. When she saw my wedding picture, she was like, hey, Sarah, you really got what you said you wanted. Like, you've done well. But we were friends for long. She didn't even know that I had even moved from friendship state to dating this person to even getting married.
Yeah.
So don't skip the friendship side, because if you start putting a guy
She plans her
on
life.
number 1,
Yeah,
if you
she's
put-
those people that
They
plan
plan
their
their
lives.
lives.
please no. Time and chance happen to me, and it worked out well. So if you start putting someone on number 1 as a boyfriend or a girlfriend when you met the person 2 weeks, what happened to friend? I think friendship should actually go 2, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year if possible,
Yes.
before you start going to relationship and then commitment.
Friendship 1 year.
It should be.
You had.
Why?
So,
Why can't you put
In the
people in a
spirit
friendship
of
stage?
learning and unlearning, like we're saying, so another thing that you should be doing if you're watching this show and you're not sure is friendship. For me, I feel like it's the basis of every relationship.
Yep.
Has
You
to.
should be able to be friends with your partner. Because all this mushy thing, I promise you, I give it.
But you should still enjoy in the friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you should be
can-
able
you
to be
can-
friends because it's
Enjoy-
in the friendships
Enjoy
that.
in the friendship.
Yes.
You
No,
have to enjoy.
what kind of enjoy? The way he
Enjoy.
drinks his hand, I'm suspecting that enjoy.
Yes.
Please.
I am suspecting that
Please.
enjoy.
Because
Class, pay attention.
but you cannot restrict the friendship, because the friendship is geared towards something. That's something. There are benefits within things. Like sometimes don't make life difficult. Okay, let's just say you want to find out if it will last. Let's just say you want to find out. What if you can do some trick to find out today?
Like
Why
what?
not do-
Like what?
Wait.
You women are always on the
Hold
point that
on.
once they get what they want, why don't you give him what he wants to do and see if he will go
If
for
you
it?
will last. And then
So
you can,
what if it doesn't last?
it's also a
Then
strategy.
you are
Absolutely.
yourself. You see,
So back to what I'm
life is not
saying.
hard.
You need to be in friendship with the person. Know that, can I be friends with this person? Now, there are people in the spirit of dating different. There are people that I know. I'm not going to say nothing, and I plead the fifth on this. There are people who are believing that, you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to end up in sex. So, if I want to see that this is going to work, how about we get the sex out of the way? Because if the person is coming to me because of sex, I'm thinking,
Why drag it?
let's have the sex. Wait, let me finish. Get it out of the way and see what else is
What's left?
Because what people do is they do this thing. I like this. Then they end up
Only
having
to
sex. And sex
burn.
is rubbish.
And then
I don't want to be in
spend
a
for that
rubbish sex relationship.
Fine, but you know
So
that,
get
you
the
know that
sex
Lots of
out of the
months
way.
wasted.
the sex
Exactly.
the sex you have when you're friends will never be the sex you have when you're dating.
Oh,
And it will
no.
never be the sex you have
No
when
be
you're
smart.
married. There are emotions involved. When emotions are involved, things differ.
You are even blinded.
See, exactly, when the emotions are involved,
You are
I will not be
blinded.
taking the rubbish sex,
You-
compromising on
I said
it.
that when emotions are involved, I'll be blinded if the sex is rubbish. So I'll
Yes,
not take it like
Because
that.
love is covering everything for
Everything
you.
up when you know that this sex is rubbish. So
And the normal day
some
you won't
people
take it.
get the sex out of the way and see that can we
What's
proceed
left
beyond this?
on the
And if we
table?
can, then I just ditch it, because
Seriously.
some people that I don't know, sex is very high on their list.
It
It
is.
The,
should.
the, the
It's
quality
actually-
of the sex is important. So don't point at me. So if the quality of the sex is not
Just
up
leaving
to
the
par, they just move you from the list.
Simple.
Now we're done with
And you
that.
save
So
time,
be in
productivity.
friends.
So
You save time. Productivity.
I keep saying that I want to learn and unlearn. So
Okay.
are we saying that in the friendship stage
Today you
we should
will unlearn.
accommodate?
It's all part of the knowing you.
I get you, but there needs to be communication. So in your point that you shouldn't tell the person the type of relationship, but I have a problem with that because it means you're not being honest with
Well, how about we agree to disagree? If you like, tell them, because nobody in their right. So let me give you a typical example. A guy I meet and we're vibing, blah blah blah. So he tells me that.
Tell me about it.
Bill, calm down.
So
you see, I didn't tell you. See how he's in his feelings about it.
Yes.
So this guy says, "Oh, he likes me, blah blah blah," but he's not ready to be in a committed relationship. No problem. I do what Aram do. So if Kwesi wants to go out, I'm out. What I don't do is, if Bill wants to see me, I don't like that. Oh, I'm in church. I'll tell you, I'm going on a date. I'm going to lunch or dinner with this person. Then he somewhat fell off the grid after some time, and then when he got back, he was like, what happened to you? He's like, to be honest, he felt a certain type of way. And I said you felt a certain type of about all the lunches and the dinners that I was going to. But he's doing
lunches and dinners with other people too, right?
And I said, excuse you? He said, yeah. And I said, no, make it make sense to me, because I am very particular about these things. I ask you what you want, and then what you give me, I give you what you want. So this is what I do. I give people what they say they want, not what I think they need.
That is why I'm saying it's communication.
So when he said that, so I asked him to explain it. He told me that
you couldn't say.
He told me that in as much as he said he wasn't ready for a serious relationship, as a man, his ego still was not able to reconcile the fact that I was still going out with other people. And
but that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people are experiencing. So with the communication thing, you can say it, but most people will flee. But I'm still genuinely interested in getting to know you. So what I'll do is, I won't tell you that I am talking to 3 other guys. In your mind, I'm talking to you, and let's keep it at that. And what you don't know doesn't kill you. So what's your problem?
No, so hold on. So you will tell me that you are seeing other people.
No.
But if I call you and I want to hang out with you, and you have to hang out with someone else.
I'm hanging out with a friend.
Yes. I have,
and that's what I say. I'm going to lunch with a friend. I'm going to dinner with a friend.
People,
and he knows that I'm not going out. It's not always my girls that I go out with.
Guys already know. Yeah. We already know that we are not the only person.
So whilst we are this, the next question I want to ask is, what ideally, right, should be the stages of a relationship? Sarah, let's start with you. You're the goody two shoes.
One, friendship. From friendship we go to dating. From dating you go to courtship. That's if you're on the same level. Courtship is we've spoken, we've dated, we've agreed that our values align, our expectations of our goals align, we want to do this together, want to commit to each other. So we go to courtship, where we involve family, we involve however you want to do it, plan, and then marriage. Bill, what do you think the stages?
I can't keep a timetable on this one. No. Let things happen the way they happen.
You are don't go with the flow kind of people.
I get you that. No, Bill, she's not saying the timetable. She's talking about the process.
I found myself in a very difficult spot.
What happened? Information la we are here.
You see?
What happened?
Sometimes it happens. You can be talking to someone and then you just wanna go hang out with them, and then while sitting in the car, you just realize the conversation is changing, and then the touching is changing, and then it happens.
So did you still go out?
Escape some of the levels.
Yeah.
Escape some of the levels.
At that point, what would you say we are? Because that was our second meeting. So what would you say we are? Friends? No. Dating? No.
But wait, so if you have sex with someone, can't you just be friends with them after having sex with them?
That is why she likes to keep.
Because Bill and I believe that we can still have friends and have sex and still be friends.
It gets difficult. That's why.
How is that difficult? We are friends.
So if you do not communicate to each other well, so right now the lady, what do you think the lady thinks you guys are?
We are friends.
You think she thinks you are friends? I don't.
But it's not my problem what you think.
You should know. Then that's also being selfish.
Okay, the internet says that there are 5 stages.
Okay.
Attraction, reality, commitment, intimacy. And finally,
the intimacy should come forward. They should bring it forward.
You see, it says
Yes.
attraction.
Oh yeah. Because after intimacy and the intimacy is not working for me, I remove you. I don't have to be friends with you.
Intimacy at that first level, you can still take the person out.
No, I would have wasted months and missed out on all the other guys.
So clearly, what you're educating us today
is working with time.
what you're educating us
idea in
today
the
is you don't want to waste your chances. So what the kind of relationship you want us to have these days, which is best for both parties, is consider other people whilst you are seeing me. So it's an open one, because we haven't
zero in.
Exactly, because we haven't said the L word, or we haven't said it wants to be just us, because we want this to go further. So you're not missing out.
Exactly. So what we're also trying to teach is managing expectations.
Yes.
Managing
That is key.
I can only
expectations.
manage my expectation if you open up to me. What
No,
type
no,
of
no, no,
relationship?
no, I don't
I
have to
just
open
met
up
you.
to
I
you.
didn't say that we are going to marry tomorrow.
Exactly. So if you meet
Why
me
would you
today, we
think
are
that?
friends. If you meet me today, we are friends. Like if you take my number today, if a guy takes my number today and
You are
says, hello,
friends.
I
I will block you
the
tomorrow.
fact that I dated only one person doesn't mean I didn't have lots of people who wanted to date me. Do you get it? I did have a lot of that.
Yeah.
But if we are friends and you tell me you like me, yes, I like you too, but I'm sorry, I'm committed to somebody. So the kind of relationship, whatever you have in your mind, I don't have it. But at least I've opened up to you. What if I just strung you along and then I stop picking your calls at some point and you feel hurt?
On to the next person. We move on to the next
You
person.
move on to the
We
next
have,
person, of course.
you know what?
I
Next
don't
question.
think you
Like
should
he
do
said, on to the next one. I want to know, can dating more than one person be termed as cheating?
Of course, to me, it's just if you don't open up to me.
Even being in a relationship with more than one person is not cheating. How can dating more be cheating?
No, it can't be cheating
No.
if you do not tell me the relationship we are in. What is considered cheating? Cheating is when you think a partner you are committed with steps out of the relationship.
And
or
in
steps
dating,
out.
you are committed already.
No, but you don't get me. I agree that dating, like where we are now, we shouldn't drop the L word too early, because we are all meeting different people.
Yes.
This current generation, like people meet people like 2 minutes, they are clicking and everything. I get it.
We are
Like,
all about energy and vibes.
I get
That's
that.
it.
I get that very much. But if I meet you, Aram, today and I like you, and I tell you I like you, you should question, where in my relationship am I putting you? So am I a friend who likes you? Do I want a serious relationship with you? What is my end goal? That's where the friendship begins.
Okay.
I'll start from friendship side. I won't put you in
And
a
sometimes the
relationship
questions that the person asks you
Exactly.
also let you know the trajectory with which you're on. Because I've met people and so they want to be friends and they're asking certain questions, or I'm asking certain questions and they're being evasive. For me, if in my friendship stage, I want to know where to put you. So the friends that you want to be, is it just platonic? The friends that you want to be, is it friendship that's supposed to lead to something else? That way I know where I put you in my mind. So if I need to grab a tea or something with Bill, I need to know that, and sometimes it's the communication. Should I be telling you that if you call me at 9 o'clock, I'm not going to be available because I'm having tea time with my friend, or
Just
not?
communicate with the
So
person.
I understand the communication, but how is that? So Bill, Bill, you said talking to one person at a time or dating one person cannot be termed as cheating.
Dating
Why?
multiple people.
It's not cheating. No, it's not.
Because it's
Even
a compound house
even
matter.
they themselves know it's not cheating.
Stop saying they themselves.
I am one of them and I think it's cheating.
You are from a different planet. You are very different. I listen to you and I'm like,
Oh my God.
I want to look at your birth certificate or something. I want to check something. Like, which generation?
Why is it?
We are in a time where you see cheating has to be something, unless it's not anything. Like,
How? I don't get when there's no anything.
okay, let me come down to
Come
your level.
down
Your
to
level
my
is very
level.
difficult for me.
Please
but I have
come.
to come there.
Yeah, because there are people watching who are on my level.
Yes. So they want to know.
We are getting to know each other. Or even let me even go to the relationship where people even get the headache. You are in a relationship with someone, and then you haven't really. What is the whole relationship is centered around what? Around the fact
There has
that
to be a goal. There has to be a goal for the relationship you're entering, right?
yes.
So maybe you want to become couples, like married couples or
yes,
something.
yes, you
That's
can
the
have.
end goal.
You want to become married couple,
Or maybe some people don't want to get married, but they want to become exclusive.
Okay, that's a different
There are some people who don't want to get married, but it's just you and
I
me.
think I've heard a few of such situations.
Yeah, they don't want, because they think when they get married it complicates, like the whole marriage spoils the relationship.
Yes, it does.
So we don't want it, but it's just you and I.
It still doesn't stop any of them from doing one C like this. Like, come on!
One C like this and one C like this is breaking the commitments we've told each other we are.
I just met you. Why am I committed to you? I'm
we were
getting
saying
to know
this
you.
earlier. Some people might be like they might be suffocating in their relationship, you know, like some things, and it's not your fault. They just need some fresh air. Fresh air is not always air. You see, sometimes do what you have to do to survive the next day.
Sometimes fresh air is
One, I for one will not look for signs of you cheating. I won't look for it.
I think it's even see, once you start thinking of looking for
something.
signs, master, he's cheating. That's just it.
Yes, and even if he is, no concern you. Like, yeah.
What I mean, it should concern you if you guys are intimate and not using condoms,
Exactly.
because you don't want to catch anything. But we're gonna go for a quick commercial break.
There's a test kit that you can. I know a friend who has like a box in his room. Like he'll just do repair and then check.
Before he decides to.
Technology is struggling.
Like I was saying, it is going to be a problem if you guys are intimate and you're not using protection, because you want to know who that other person is sleeping with. We would continue. We're going for a quick break. We'll be right
God
back.
knew why he did not put any meter somewhere to do any checks. Because all this headache. Just imagine.
Hello and welcome back to Honey Iced Tea, and the conversation has been sizzling. We have been talking about the fact that dating is not exclusivity. We are unlearning and learning new things. We're dropping gems and we're giving you the tea how to date in this 21st century. My guests have been Bill and Sarah. How has the conversation been for you so far? Like, are you unlearning some things, or?
I'm being educated. Let me put it
I-
that way.
She's signing up for a massacre.
Yes, I have signed up.
I think that Bill and I need to do a road trip, like masterclass on teaching people how to date in the 21st century.
I agree. So
how to move.
Personally, I think I don't know whether it's our generation or how we're brought up, but
You really don't know.
dating
Yes.
for me is after friendship when I get to know you. So I am thinking that when we are in the friendship stage and we are talking, I should know if you have somebody in your life, right? Because we are open to each other like that, and then I would know if the kind of person you are and I want to be in a relationship with you. That's where I see my dating starting from.
Okay, so let me just clarify. So, are you saying that if I meet you, we are friends? Now, if we become boyfriend, girlfriend,
To me, that's exclusivity.
Bill, if we're boyfriend, girlfriend, is that exclusivity?
No.
Why?
Because to be boyfriend, girlfriend, you probably have dropped the L word. Hey, but how are we boyfriend,
No.
girlfriend without the
You're
L
talking
word?
about probably.
Really?
Business.
You see, for me, that's my issue. Like, I feel like you're taking it. We can be dating and even to the point of say that you are my boyfriend or girlfriend, and I don't say I love you because I'm still getting
the
to
way
know you.
You follow procedures. You should get accountant. Or something.
Anyway.
Because you see,
This is life.
the problem, and I'll say this, the problem that we're having today is, in as much as we agree that we should put labels on things, sometimes not having labels, it's okay.
Yes,
Because you're
yes.
trying to find
Yes.
the parameters within which you're moving.
Simple.
I get you. So not having labels is fine.
Yes.
But it's
You saying that
everybody aware that we are having a
sometimes
zero label
labelless
whatever.
and labelless
Why are you
relationship.
interested in everybody?
No, because
knowing
I
that?
see. I have a fear of being cheated. Cheated not as in someone having a sexual relationship. Cheated in the sense that I'm emotionally invested in you, thinking I am something with you when I am not.
That's your fear.
Yeah,
exactly.
fear.
And you see, now that's gonna get me to something I wanted to talk about later. Now, as a person, you need to learn how to protect yourself. Which is why we're having this conversation. Now, if you are dating someone, whether the person says they want to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, be open to protecting yourself. Now, protect yourself emotionally. Be open to the fact that even though this person says this, they can be doing this. You are only responsible for so much, and you can only do so much as a person. You are not responsible for how other people behave, because it's not something you can control. So you can't control how they feel or how they move. Protect yourself emotionally in the sense that, yes, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, if that's how far. But we are still getting to know each other. When other people say they are interested in you, don't close that door. Protect yourself emotionally in the fact that anything can happen. So whilst you're being optimistic
Anything will happen.
and everything, you also need to think about, if should this
What
happen,
happens
this
if
is
it
how
doesn't
I'm
work
going
out?
to move.
Yep.
So that's why I don't say
Plan
put
B,
your
C.
money together,
that
be
is
paying
perfect.
rent. You'll be
Even
surprised.
Even in marriage, people don't do that.
Exactly. People are doing that in boyfriend. You see stories on social media where
You're
I
talking
gave
about
him,
people. I'm here, you're talking about people.
5,000 for this.
Which people?
Take your time. Wait, let me finish. And then you also need to protect yourself physically. Now, we can't avoid the fact that people get intimate enough. Like we said, some people, they want to get the intimacy out of the way and see if they can build something. If you're going to be physically intimate with someone, i.e. sex, for those of you who are PG, whatever, use protection. You cannot control who the person is sleeping, because to you, no, this is a committed relationship. But the person is like me. He's talking to other people and probably being intimate with them. Protect yourself. Some of you don't even protect yourself. On top of that, you get pregnant and want to now use it as an albatross for somebody that is trying to get to know you, and you end up horrible marriages, because you come from a family where they say this place that if you impregnate somebody, you have to marry them.
But that is one thing we should on this our show, is to break those norms.
Yes.
You cannot do that, because that marriage is like one out of a million. Hardly are successful. Even marriages where you have personally chosen to marry somebody, it's hard.
Then this one that you are using pregnant
with difficulty.
So like I was saying, protect yourself physically against STIs and STDs and pregnancy.
Okay, now I want to ask a question, right?
Yes.
At what point do you become exclusive as the boyfriend, girlfriend? At what point do you tell your partner that, or whoever you're seeing, that, okay, now I think I want this to go the next level? And what do you do if you're not on the same level? Because mind, if everybody is doing the relationship the way you guys are doing it, which is talking to other people, no label. Do you get it? Even though he's introducing you as, oh, meet my girl, and meet my boy,
yeah,
but
that thing,
still,
that thing.
No, that introduction thing, cry at that level.
My woman this.
My woman this, my woman
you
this.
and who?
But you haven't put a label to it. At what point do you become exclusive to say we are taking this? And what if I express it in that way and that other person is not? What happens to me?
Okay. Bill, do you want to go or should I go?
You should.
Okay. That's another thing that I was going to say at the end of the show. But since Serum has now turned herself into the host of the show, let's give it to her both best. Now, there's a stage that so Bill initially said he doesn't put a timeline. I kind of do, because I feel like the thing, it's a cycle. Oh, if I'm talking to you, I'm meeting other people, so I need to move you on the shelf.
Because you can't talk to 10 people at the same time. Right?
Exactly, and I can't be at this. And what people don't understand, when you're dating people in this multiple one that we're doing, you are at different stages with different people. You are at different stages. So if I've known you for like 3 months, and the conversations that we're also having, there's some people 3 months, it's hi, hello, how are you? Have you eaten? Hi, hello, how are you? Have you eaten? You'll be surprised. So it's also the conversations that we're having, how we're moving, like the whole let's go here, meet my friends, or this is this person. Don't forget that Accra is small. By the time you do meet your friend, the next time if I'm out with Kwesi is friends with this person. And now they'll be like, this guy, I meet him plus this guy. So to avoid all those things, between 3 months, I'm asking you, where do you want us?
So now you can't be friends with someone for more than 3 months?
It depends on the conversations and how we're moving. Bill and I, for example, are friends in real life apart from the show, and we go out together. We go out together.
You're keeping secrets from me, like you've mentioned.
Behave. We go out together all the time. Bill doesn't go about introducing me to his friends as his girl. Do you understand? So that's a different. But if I'm going out with Kwesi and Kwesi's introducing me as his girl,
she's asking Kwesi questions.
Just about where we are. Okay. Let me finish. So for me, and also as a lady, don't come to this conversation emotionally. Come at it objectively. Okay. Now, so if you come
at dawn, they're
let it not be after sex and go like, babes, we need to talk. Yeah, don't do that. You are setting yourself up to be lied to.
Going to the market, you just type it. Then so it's like you are day kind of
so now this is how I go about it. Let me show you how I do it. I don't come emotionally. I come objectively. Emotionally is going like, oh, I'm catching feelings for you, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget that we women have the power. Most of us don't. He needs you more than you need him. Now, if you come emotionally and say, oh, I'm catching feelings for you, if he knows that if he says no, he's about to lose all the things that comes with you. So he will be like, oh, yes, me too. Don't be that girl. Ask him simply, what do you want?
So right now we are here to review secrets. So you are here to review
secrets now. Don't even do it. Who are we is tacky. Okay. Ask him. We've been talking for this month, this far. We've done this, done that. What do you want out of this? Wait for him to answer. You pray. Don't answer for him.
I know, right?
Yes. If he says he needs time, tell him that no pressure. You can answer now. You can think about it and come back to me. What I do personally, before I come and ask you that question, I know I have already assessed all the possible answer. In my training in the legal field, they've always told me not to ask a question I don't know the answer to, or I haven't assessed how the person I'm coming against is going to answer them. So is it that don't ask the question if you don't, you are not ready to prepare for the answer?
Can you ask me the question and let me see how I want to give my guy some tips because
okay, let's play the role.
Yes,
Bill.
Yes.
We've been going out for so long now. We go out, we hang out this. What do you want out of this?
I think it's a really good time for you to come up with this conversation because I've been thinking about it. Actually, yesterday I called you, if you remember. I wanted us to discuss it. But since you've brought it up, let's have the conversation. It's something I was thinking about as well.
Okay.
So yes, asking me what I want. I think we've been talking for a while. Yeah. And I really like who you are. We agree on certain things, not all, which I'm sure can be worked on. But I cannot make this decision alone. Okay. I need to understand whether you are available first for us to proceed to the next step. Because you being available is important. That is the only way we can work on the things that we do not agree on.
He just threw it back to you.
I know. That's the truth.
Guys, that's how we go. Don't let them bring their questions. Meet
them. That is not fair.
But you didn't ask it. I asked it first. So why are you throwing it back to me? What do you want? Answer it.
Legal-minded people sit and want to.
That's why I don't date lawyers. I don't date people who are in the legal field like me because I lose my advantage. That is why if Bill and I ever get married,
I realized you were giving the ladies points and the guys will feel cornered. This is how you go about it. Oh my! You take the conversation in good faith and then you put it back to them.
I put it to you.
Thank you. Life no hard.
So as I was saying before we went
into don't get cornered, ladies.
Exactly. So ladies, let him answer. Tell him no. I'll give you time to go and think about it and then come back to me. And don't let anything change. Now, like I say, you know where you are. So if he says friendship, realign yourself to knowing that this is just friends. If he wants a relationship, you know how you want the person you want to be in a relationship to treat you. So the standards of and expectations will change. Now the conversations will be different. When we were friends, I can call Bill. If he doesn't answer, he doesn't answer. He can call me back in 3 days. I don't get to be upset. But if you say that we're in a relationship, there's that expectation that when I we wake up, we text or whatever, depending on what our schedule is. We talk during the day. If we don't talk, we talk in the evening.
Asking my question, if
Wait.
you say you're in a relationship, are you exclusive then?
Good. Then that's another step up. Now you want a relationship. Good. So in that same vein, if you say you want a relationship, then you cannot be talking to 6 other girls. Now I get to hold you accountable and you do the same. Because if we are exclusive, I cannot be going out with 6 other guys and say, oh, I'm going to do that. And you're thinking,
so
wait,
okay.
So
you
then that
girls should keep cornering me. I was still shy.
that takes it up a notch. But like ladies, I said, it's all about let him get back to you, because this is a crucial stage. I can tell you this for a fact because I fucked this shit up.
Okay.
And it ended me up. I went into therapy after that relationship.
Wow.
Always let them come back to you, because I've come to learn that men are simple. When someone tells you where they are, says, I want to be friends, my sister, even though it's hard, accept it. Because until he comes back and says that he wants to take it a step notch, you will always be a friend. And you will be, don't be that girl and say, oh, I'll change him. Please, go and talk to other people. It will help you.
Who you want change?
You see, you see, he's not going to change. So give people what they say they want, not what you think they need.
Okay, they need.
Give him what he says he wants. If he says friendship, stay a friend. If he says a relationship, you know what your expectations of the person you want to be in a relationship are. So you start holding him accountable. So and sometimes people say they want a relationship and they are acting differently.
That's what I was asked.
Good.
So people like Bill. I'm not saying Bill is
Oh yes,
one,
people like me. No. Be free.
Where he threw the question back to you.
Yeah.
Let's say he said, okay, I want a relationship, right? But to him, exclusivity is like the last stage for him, right? So he wants a relationship with you, all right, but he's not totally exclusive with you.
How do you handle? Good. So what I would do is, so then you can ask the exclusive question, but also pay attention to people's actions than their words. So I've lived long. I've lived long. Don't let this short hair fool you. I have lived long. And the fact that I'm an Ewe, I promise you, I have like 16 life. I have lived long. So I've had another situation where the person said they want to be in a relationship and then they were moving different. He was worked out of town. Can you believe that this boy will be in Accra and I will not know? I'll go to a place and I'll see him.
We forget things.
Wow.
How do you forget telling your girlfriend
Friend that
adulthood is not simple.
Please, Bill.
You see, so then I had to position myself and say that this person has said one thing, their actions are different. You as a woman have the power to eliminate.
So you remember the earlier
know
what they are doing all the time?
If you are calling me if I'm calling you 6 times because I think that you and I are in an exclusive relationship, but you don't treat me like we are an exclusive, then I have the right to go out with somebody else. You need to reciprocate, and he needs to exactly. Okay. Don't get it twisted. If he calls, that's why I said this time we're all about energy. Sometimes you need to match energies, and sometimes you need to pause. If the person is so that's where you are at 70. Man is at 10.
Charlie.
You are the one calling,
okay,
texting, planning dates, sending gifts. It's a red flag. If the person says I want to be in a relationship, but their actions show differently, pack them.
What happens if the person says I want to be in a relationship, but I'm not? Sorry, I'm taking the whole.
No.
Because
you signed up for your masterclass, but you will pay. She will pay that fee.
Because like I experience a different type of date. That's why I'm really asking the questions because I want to know the people who are in my position, who are watching the show, thinking if
they themselves, they are surprised that I have to.
You let her ask a question.
Yeah. If it's my boyfriend and it's my girlfriend, I'm thinking it's just us, right? Yeah. So if the person says I want to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but the person says, but we get to see other people, right? If it makes sense.
No. No one in their normal senses would say that. It just has to be something you do.
So how would you? You see the way you do the question back at me. How should we handle that situation?
Handle the.
So you're saying that it's not possible that a guy will tell me he wants to be a girlfriend.
Has to be a conversation or a topic to discuss. We have a thing, right? And then
wait, when you say we have a thing, I think we don't have a thing.
We don't have a thing in real life. But I'm just saying that in a situation
in a situation where you have a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then let's say there are other punches. Do I have to come and do this conversation?
But how will I know there are other
Are you
punches? I
supposed
might
to
not
know?
see.
Yes. What's wrong
Girl, you want information you don't need. What do you use that information for?
Okay.
She needs to protect herself. We are teaching the girl out there or the guy out there. So let's not make it look like it's only girls out there who
Guys, we are fine. I'm talking on behalf of the guys. We are fine.
There are guys out there who expect exclusivity as well.
Yes.
As much as there are majority of men think girls have other guys, I think there are guys also think that when I tell you I like you, it should be just me. Aaron just gave an example of somebody who said I wanted to know you and still felt some way that she was meeting other people. So with that guy, his sense of entitlement makes him think that because he's told her she should just wait for him because he has told her he likes her.
He's not ready.
So let me ask Sarah, do you think that women commit easily, and why? Why do we do that? Like, you meet a guy, say you like you, the next thing we've planned wedding in our mind.
Yeah, in our feelings,
And he makes her feel good.
For me personally, I think it's a female thing. When we like to be chased, right? But we don't also want to be chased by everybody and don't know where we are.
What kind of confusion is this?
We don't like being in limbo.
Yeah, being in limbo
Limbo is horrible.
But you don't like to be chased by everybody.
So everybody's chasing me.
This?
That is why someone will write and
so guys, you want to understand a person like this. You want something you don't even know what they want.
I have so many guys telling me they like me, but none of them is really committing to me. Is there something wrong with me? Because I want to know why every guy sees me, tells me I'm pretty, they want to date me, and then it's just a 3 months thing. They get what they want, like what we said, and then they sex. So, and then you get we like the chase, but we also do not want to be the one who is chased every time without having to know where we are in the relationship. So we like it when guys want to commit to us. I think it's
let's not even be honest. Even be dishonest, right? Even men love the fact that this is who I'm with. Yes. Having that confidence that this is my woman.
I'm sure there is one person you show to people who is your woman.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Even if you did know him, Bill, lie, he's not even going to say it.
If you know me very well, if I post any one of my status, you should know this person is not my girl. I'll never post my girlfriend in this life.
Bill, as a guy, this thing that we are doing, right?
We are doing it.
This is dating the Exclusivity.
Yeah.
What is the end game of this?
The end game, I don't think there is an end game. I think, well, for me, I always talk to my guys because we are the victims very often.
We are the victims.
Very often than not. We eat it because at the end before when they get what they want, what do we get? You know, get some.
We all got some. I agree. But probably that wasn't my aim. That wasn't my goal.
At the end of the day, you see, you should live life with a plan.
Yes.
But not as planned as Madame planned.
So live life without a plan.
Sometimes let
the plan be flexible.
Don't lay down too many
because life doesn't go like that.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There are times when you receive the people you were so good at. Right? Life is like that. So you start seeing someone you like them, you start seeing other people you like them. In the course of it, unexpectedly, one person will just tick all the boxes, and you will realize for or the others, you come and you see 5 missed calls, you always call that one who called just right now. But under normal circumstances, phone etiquette, you call those
behind.
You see, these things happen.
And so that person standing out for you. What if you are not particularly standing out on that person's list?
I have no control of that.
You see, that is where you missed out. You are carrying.
Sarah's problem is that she wants to control everything. There's some things you just cannot control.
I don't want to control. I want to be able to manage
you
my
cannot do that. Manage your expectations at your side.
She's emotionally fiero.
You see, like most women, I agree with Sarah's fears. We want to know that I have this guy and this is mine. But the truth is, you cannot control everything. Your job, as we wrap up this show, if you did not get anything out of today's show,
it's you.
Dating is not exclusivity. If you don't believe that, just go to the part of the show or stick here. Protect yourself.
You shouldn't be exclusive.
Even if you are married, Protect yourself. That's how some of you every day will be reading your story somewhere. Your heart is broken. You are
Keep
dying. Keep me anonymous.
Protect
Protect yourself emotionally. Protect yourself physically. In fact, there are people who use protection until they got married. Protect yourself and ask the questions. Like I said, don't assume that you are the only person. No. Some of us, our problem is
assume that
assumption.
The relationship is solid already.
No,
it
will shock you.
Don't
assume that your relationship with anyone is exclusive until it has been gazetted. Even that
Gazette is the only thing.
That's cry.
Oh, but that one
protect yourself.
For men, once it's gazetted, we don't do anything.
Whatever. Protect yourself physically. Protect yourself. Protect yourself physically using protection. Protect yourself emotionally. Me, anybody who knows me in real life knows that I say that if you have a farm, you need to have a garden. If fire fall in your farm,
that you have 4 gardens.
None of your business. None of your business. My name has been Aram. This has been Honey IC, and we'll see you on our next episode. It's bye.
Alrighty.